Hi, welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with me for flute. Today we are working in the Rubank Elementary Method for flute or piccolo. And today we're on page 46 working on Old Folks at Home, Swanee River, Part 1. I'm your teacher, Reesa, and before we begin, there's two things I'd like to take a mention of. So first off, intermediate book. I know I keep telling us this, but it's time to get your intermediate book too. Go ahead and get it in the description below. Also, things you might want to start considering about is, should you be upgrading your flute to an intermediate flute now that we're getting into the intermediate series? You can either check out the video in the description below, or you can check it out right here. Okay, moving on to our actual song now. Let's take a look at what we have going on. So first off, tell me about our time signature. We are in common time 4/4. Tell me about our key signature. We have 3 flats, B flat, E flat, and A flat. Now taking a look at what our piece is it major or minor, and which major or minor key is it in? If you don't remember, check out our link here. So this is going to be E flat major, just really quickly, because the main part, which is part 1, ends on E flat. And when you look at your key signature, remember we have, looking at the flats when it comes to our major, you go to the second to last, which is E flat, ends on E flat, so it's E flat major. Perfect. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at our dynamics. What do we have going on? We're starting in mezzo forte, so kind of loud, and we're going to just remain kind of loud throughout the piece. Makes it nice and easy. All right, let's take a look at our rhythms and stuff. So there's nothing too complicated, but it's going to have a weird feel, say in like measure 2, right? It's going to be 1, 2, and 3. It's got a little bit of that syncopation, okay? So those are things to take note of. We have some slurs and some ties, which is pretty natural for pieces. We don't have any repeats. I don't see any accidentals. There is a lot of repetitiveness in this song, so this lesson shouldn't really be too long. All right, let's go ahead. Let's sight read the piece from beginning to end, just so we can get a feel here, see what it's like. Okay, so just sight reading. If you make mistakes, just continue on with me. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. So you can feel that the rhythm, even the notes, a lot of it is repetitive. So let's go ahead and break this down. We're going to look at measures 1 through 4. Okay, so we're going to just hold that out for 2, 3, and 4, and those eighths are all slurred. Ta, ta. Now this is the area, this is the trickiest part of the song in my opinion. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and and 4 and. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay, so it's a little different from what we're used to. We're used to seeing the dotted quarter followed by the eighth. This time we have the eighth followed by the dotted quarter. Okay, and then it's just half, quarter, quarter, half and quarter tied together, making it 3 with the rest. And then it pretty well repeats. So let's just play those first 4 measures. We'll take it slow and then we'll speed it up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, that's all that is. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed that up. Now, when you look at our tempo, what does it say? Expressivo. Now, that doesn't necessarily give us an actual tempo. It just means to be expressive. So we're gonna speed it up and then we're gonna look at how we can make this a little more expressive. Okay, speeding it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, let's do it one more time. We'll go a little bit faster and then we'll talk about making it expressive. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, now let's look into making this section expressive. So what's one thing you can think of that will help make this expressive? Vibrato, okay? I know we haven't talked too much about vibrato in here, but if you need tips and tricks, just real quick, depending on the person, some people do vibrato from the diaphragm. Some people will tell you it's not possible. I've done it a few times, or you can do it from like the throat. Okay, so if you want more on how to do it, you can check out our video here. All right, so let's put vibrato on some of those long notes. So take a listen. So even just the vibrato can really make it a lot more expressive. So let's put the vibrato on, let's say the half notes, and then the half note tied to that quarter at the end there, okay? So this time with vibrato, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. What's something else you can think of to do to make it expressive? Kind of just like, I don't know how to explain it, but like put it more together, and even though it's marked mezzo forte, we can still do things a little dynamically to make it move a little bit more. So take a listen. So I did a little bit more dynamics there in those eighth notes. I made it a little bit softer and then crescendoed it a little bit on that G. All right, so let's do our vibratos. Let's put a little bit of dynamic movement in and tie things a little bit more together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Now I know some of you are saying, hey, I'm starting to move a little bit, but this is a personal thing and people may tell you certain things differently, but this is how I feel and what I see my students respond with is when working on a really expressive pieces, it helps me when I move with it. If I happen to just stand still, my music playing has kind of stand still. I can still play the notes, the articulation, the dynamics correct, but there's no feeling into it. So if that's how you're feeling, try moving with the music a little bit. Now I know some people will tell you that's not good, that's distracting, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing about music though, is a lot of times, well, it's an art. Music is an art. Now that means there's your own ways to be expressive, and I want you to express the music for what you feel. Express it. So if you feel like moving will help you in expressing that better, do it. Go for it. Move. Okay? And if you're one who's fully against it, fine. Do what you must. Just play it as expressively as you can. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So let's take a look at our next 4 measures, okay? We have the same note, same rhythm in those 2 measures, right? G, ha, 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 da, da. Now this measure is a little bit different, but nothing too complicated. We're just being on quarter, 2/8, quarter, quarter, and then holding it out for the half and quarter tied together. That's all it is, nothing too crazy. So let's go ahead and play measures 5 through 9. Is that 5 through 9? 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 through 8. Whatever, it's the next 4 measures, the ones we're looking at. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, let's do it one more time, a little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now, this is still part of being expressive. The whole piece is to be expressive. So let's add on our expressive motions, movements, vibratos, all that jazz. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and move on. So now the next 4 measures is the exact same thing we played from the beginning. So let's go ahead and play that real quick. Make sure you add in whatever your expressive movements are. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Continuing on is just like our second half there. It's got the same rhythm, the same notes there too. So let's go ahead and play that section now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, looking on. This is a little bit different here. We're starting on a different note, and it's our typical dotted quarter. 1, 2, and 3, 4, because it's quarter, quarter after. And then we have that same rhythm, different notes for the following measure. Then we have all quarters, and then once again holding on to half note tied to quarter. So still nothing too crazy. So let's go ahead and play it together. We'll play it a couple times and then add our expressions in. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's do it one more time, a little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. This time, add in all your expressiveness into it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Okay, and then we're going to finish it out just like our measures 5 through 8. Same rhythm, same notes. So let's finish it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, this time we're ready to play beginning to end, add in your expressions, all that stuff, and then we'll play it as a duet. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and play it as a duet. Now, before we play things as a duet, I like to go ahead and look at part 2 and see if there's any differences in rhythm. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look real quick. And it looks like we pretty well have the same rhythms, we're just on a different note. So those are things to take note of. That way you're not caught off guard if part 2 is playing over your rests. You don't have to sit there and think, oh gosh, am I in the right spot or am I in the wrong spot? What's going on? So we have the same rhythms, we should be resting the same time. Okay, you play part 1, I'm playing part 2. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right. So that leaves us with our lesson today. Don't forget to get your intermediate book in the description below. While you're down that way, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and notify so you don't miss any of our lessons. Thanks for joining, and until next time.